Your salary is disappearing. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Have you ever received a salary alert, felt relieved for a few minutes, and then suddenly, before the month even ends, your account balance is almost empty again? Bills, transport, food, subscriptions, family responsibilities, unexpected expenses, and somehow the money disappears almost as fast as it came. Now here's the dangerous part. Many Nigerians think this is normal. They think life is just hard. But the truth is deeper than that. A lot of people are trapped in a financial cycle they don't fully understand. They earn, they spend, they survive, then repeat the process again next month. No growth, no savings, no investments, no financial progress, just survival. And over time, that cycle becomes emotionally exhausting. You begin to work harder, but somehow feel poorer. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why many Nigerians live paycheck to paycheck, the hidden financial habits causing it, and most importantly, how to escape the cycle realistically. Not motivational quotes, not fake get-rich-quick advice. Real systems, real financial truth. The real problem. Most people don't have an income problem. Now let's clarify something important. Some people genuinely have an income problem. Nigeria is economically difficult. Let's be honest about that. But many people also have something else, a financial management problem, and the two are not the same thing. Here's what usually happens. A person earns 150,000 naira monthly. Before the salary even enters fully, their mind has already spent it. Transport, outstanding bills, airtime, debt repayment, weekend enjoyment, random online purchases, family requests. Suddenly, the money is gone. Not because the person is lazy, but because there is no financial structure. Money without structure disappears fast. And social media makes it worse because every day, people are pressured to look successful. New phones, restaurants, fashion, lifestyle, soft life culture. Many people are spending money trying to maintain an image instead of building financial stability. And this creates silent pressure. People begin to consume emotionally, not intelligently. Now listen carefully. Financial stress is not always caused by low income. Sometimes it is caused by unmanaged behavior. That distinction matters, because if behavior doesn't change, even more income won't solve the problem. Lifestyle inflation, the silent wealth killer. One of the biggest financial traps in modern Nigeria is something called lifestyle inflation, and many people fall into it without realizing it. Here's how it works. You start earning more money and immediately increase your expenses. You upgrade your phone, upgrade your apartment, upgrade your clothes, upgrade your lifestyle. But your savings, your investments, your financial security, almost unchanged. Let's use a realistic example. Imagine Tolu. Tolu used to earn 120,000 naira monthly. Life was tight. Then she got a better job and started earning 350,000 naira. Now logically, you would expect her financial life to improve significantly. But what happened? She moved into a more expensive apartment, started using ride-hailing apps more frequently, bought expensive gadgets, began eating out constantly, subscribed to more services, started spending more because she finally deserved enjoyment. 6 months later, still financially stressed. Why? Because increased income was matched by increased consumption. This is one of the biggest reasons many people never build wealth. They increase lifestyle faster than they increase assets. Now let me say something controversial. A lot of people are trying to look financially successful before they actually become financially stable. That is dangerous. Real wealth usually grows quietly first, before it becomes visible. The problem is social media has trained people to reverse that process. People now display wealth before building it, and financially, that creates pressure. Lifestyle inflation destroys progress slowly, quietly, and repeatedly. The emergency problem. One crisis can destroy everything. Now let's talk about one of the biggest financial realities in Nigeria: emergencies. Many Nigerians are one emergency away from financial collapse. And that's not an exaggeration. Hospital bills, family emergencies, rent increases, business losses, car repairs, unexpected responsibilities. Without emergency savings, one problem can completely destabilize your finances. Now imagine this. A man spends years working hard, but saves nothing consistently. Then suddenly his father becomes seriously ill. Now he is forced to borrow money, sell assets, drain salary, accumulate debt. And emotionally, the pressure becomes overwhelming, not because he is irresponsible, but because he was financially exposed. Most people think saving money is optional until life happens. Emergency funds don't just protect money, they protect peace of mind. And this is one thing wealthy people understand deeply. Financial stability is not only about making money, it's also about preparing for uncertainty. Because uncertainty is guaranteed, especially in Nigeria. The psychology of spending. Why people spend emotionally. Now let's discuss something deeper. Most spending is emotional, not logical. And many people don't realize this. People spend because they are stressed, because they are tired, because they want to feel successful, because they want temporary happiness. This is why emotional spending is so dangerous. A bad day can become unnecessary shopping. Stress becomes food delivery. Frustration becomes online spending. Social pressure becomes financial recklessness. Now think about modern digital life. Everywhere you look, people are displaying success. Vacations, cars, luxury, designer fashion, soft life. And slowly, many people begin to feel financially inadequate. So they spend money trying to emotionally escape that feeling. But here's the problem. Temporary emotional satisfaction often creates long-term financial pain. This is why discipline, the debt trap, borrowing your future. Let's talk about debt. Not all debt is bad, but a lot of debt people carry today is completely unnecessary. And that's where the problem starts. Many people are using tomorrow's money to pay for today's lifestyle. Think about it. Someone borrows money for a phone, a vacation, clothes, a wedding, weekend enjoyment. The problem isn't the purchase. The problem is that the item loses value while the debt remains. Now imagine this. A person buys a phone on borrowed money. 6 months later, the phone is worth less. The excitement is gone, but the repayment remains. That is financial slavery disguised as convenience. Now compare that to borrowing money to buy productive equipment, or expand a profitable business, or acquire a skill that increases income. Those decisions have the potential to generate returns. The key question is simple. Is this debt making me richer or making me look richer? That single question can save years of financial pain. Many people don't realize it, but bad debt steals future opportunities. Every repayment is money that could have been invested, could have been saved, could have been growing. Debt is dangerous when it finances consumption. Debt becomes useful only when it finances growth. The escape plan, how to break the cycle. Now let's move from diagnosis to solutions. How do you actually stop living paycheck to paycheck? Step 1. Track every naira. Every naira. Most people have no idea where their money goes, and what is not measured cannot be controlled. For the next 30 days, track everything. Transport, food, subscriptions, entertainment, everything. You will be shocked. Step 2. Pay yourself first. Most people pay everyone else first. Landlord, internet provider, restaurants, friends, family. Then try to save whatever remains. That rarely works. Instead, the moment income arrives, save first, then spend what remains. Step 3. Create spending rules. Not spending goals, rules. For example, no impulse purchases above 10,000 naira. Wait 48 hours before buying non-essential items. Limit restaurant spending. Rules remove emotion from decisions, and emotion is often the enemy of financial progress. Building financial margin. The goal is breathing room. Most people think wealth means luxury. It doesn't. The first stage of wealth is margin. Margin means having breathing room. It means an unexpected bill doesn't create panic. A family emergency doesn't destroy your finances. A delayed salary doesn't create crisis. Margin creates options. Options create freedom. And freedom is the foundation of wealth. Now imagine two people. Both earn 300,000 naira monthly. One spends 295,000 naira. The other spends 220,000 naira. Who is wealthier? The second person. Because financial strength is not measured by income alone. It is measured by flexibility, and flexibility comes from margin. The goal is not to impress people. The goal is to build resilience. That is how wealth starts. Quietly, almost invisibly, before it becomes visible years later. The big realization. Your financial future is being built today. Here is the realization that changes everything. Your future financial life is not being created someday. It is being created today. Every spending decision matters. Every habit matters. Every financial choice compounds. Most people think wealth is built through one big opportunity, one lucky break, one miracle. But in reality, wealth is usually built through hundreds of small decisions repeated consistently. A small amount saved, a bad purchase avoided, a skill learned, a debt avoided, a smart investment made, repeated over years. The financial future you want is built inside today's decisions. And once you understand that, you stop waiting and start building. If this video described your financial situation, you are not alone. Millions of people are trapped in the same cycle. But cycles can be broken. The first step is awareness. The second step is action. Now I want to hear from you. What is the biggest money mistake you have personally made? Drop it in the comments. And if you're serious about building financial freedom in Nigeria, subscribe to the Prosperity Plot. Because here, we don't just talk about money. We talk about systems that change lives. This is the Prosperity Plot. Plot your path to wealth.